Hello everyone, I'm Divya from Intellicus. Welcome to second session of Intellicus for business users. Duration of today's session is 1 hour approx. Agenda is Intellicus dashboards, report scheduling and bursting, portal preferences, private reports, followed by question and answer session. Attendees may write their queries, if any, during the session, which will be answered after the session is over. Dashboard. Dashboards display business information and KPIs arranged on a single screen so that it can be viewed and monitored at a glance. With Intellicus interactive dashboards, you can drill down, parameter-driven, and personalized insights of your data. Dashboards help organizations visualize real-time business data, monitor overall performance, and make informed business decisions. You can design, edit, and save dashboards if you have right permission. Any user who has read or execute access rights can view the dashboards. These access rights on dashboards are provided by Super Administrator. Here are some of the key things which can be done with Intellicus dashboards. We can drag and drop the reports and widgets onto the dashboard. Reports include smart, ad hoc, standard, and high speed. Widgets get automatically created when you drop a report on the dashboard. They provide visual properties of reports like size, auto refresh, and resize capabilities, etc. We can link items in one widget to other widgets. When you click an item in a widget, the linked widget's data will get refreshed. We can also add placeholders like rich text editor, slideshow, and external URL onto the dashboard. The rich formatted text along with images and tables can be used to create a customized dashboard. You can add multiple widgets to different categories in a slideshow placeholder. You can also insert an external URL to view the website on your dashboard. The report data can be filtered by choosing parameters to see the change visualization on the dashboard. Intellicus dashboards are available in two modes, edit and view. Let's design a dashboard. Click on Navigate. Select Dashboard. Under Elements menu, you get reports and existing widgets from different categories. You can either drag and drop or double-click the report or widget onto the dashboard. I'm going to add a dashboard that is a high-speed view report. Just click twice. Click twice on the edges for auto fit horizontally. Now I am going to add a rich text editor. You can give a suitable name to it, say demonstration. You can add image. Click on image icon. We can give URL of the image. Alternative text can also be given here in case the image is not available or the format is not proper. So I'm giving alternative text as Intellicus logo. We may change height and width according to our requirement in pixels. Border can also be given, say 2. H space and V space. These properties are image about horizontal space and vertical space. Horizontal space is towards left and right side of the image, whereas V spaces towards the top and bottom. I'm going to give it as 10 pixels. Alignment of the image, by default it is inline. We may select either left or right. We may also link this image if it is required. Click on OK button. We can give some comment here, say demonstration of dashboard and scheduling. You may select it to format this. You can apply bold effect, italics, underline, change the font, change the size. You may change alignment, color. Click on Save. So this is how you can add a rich text box. Now I'm going to add a slideshow component. We can add n number of reports. I'm going to add 2 reports. Top 5 customers, top 5 sales representatives, we may click on this 3 gear icon, go to settings. We may name it as demo slides. We can give refresh interval, say 30 seconds. Click on Save. The reports are being loaded. In the same dashboard, we may also add external URL to show a website here. You can name it as, say, search engine. You may give URL here. I'm going to give, say, http www.bing.com. Click on Save. Select the category. This is how you can add a website to your dashboard. Furthermore, you can click on three-gear icon, click on Maximize. You can see it in Maximized view. Again, you click, you can get it restored. You may also apply themes. On Settings, select the theme. These are design templates. Now you can see on the same dashboard, I have a high-speed view report, slideshow components, website, and rich text box. You may save this if you wish. In the dashboard, as we saw, we can link one widget to others. So let us design one more dashboard to showcase the same feature. For that, I need to select another database as priority. So click on Settings, select the database, save it in Preferences. Now click on Navigate and select Dashboard. I'm going to add some reports from the category Retail Sales. Now here, region-wise sales is linked to other three widgets, which are profit and sales data over the time, sales data based on categories and subcategories, sales and profit data based on product segment. So now reports have been added. Now the point to be noted here is when you hover the pointer above the region, now the pointer is changed because it is having links. So when I click on the region West, you will find other widgets data would be refreshed. Perfect. Now we can add parameter as well. Click on parameter button. These are the parameters on which these reports are based. You can select one or n number of parameters which we wish to be displayed on this dashboard. Presently, I'm going to select parameter for region. Click on Apply. Click on three-gear icon of this parameter. We can change it to drop-down view. Furthermore, you can change its position as well. I say pin to top. Now you can see the effect of changing the values from the parameters on all the widgets available on the dashboard. Click on this arrow. I'm going to uncheck Central. Now you can see all the widgets are being showcased, the data from east, south, and west. So this is how we can link widgets. If you wish, you may save this. Furthermore, what is important is how to design a widget. So click on this 3-gear burger icon. Click on Navigate. Select Design, Dashboard Widget. We may give any name to this widget. Say region-wise sales. We may select the report. Report format, in which report is going to be displayed. I'm going to select Smart. Whether you wish to have viewer toolbar, ad hoc toolbar. If you select yes for ad hoc toolbar, then which tabs are to be displayed, you may mention it here. Presently, I'm selecting no. Whether you want parameter toolbar, scroll bar can be changed here. We can specify these properties. What is important is link widgets. Click on this. Now I'm going to link sales from this widget to the report from this category retail sales, that is profit and sales data with time. You may add more links and then you can click on OK. This is how you can link one widget to others. We can also specify auto refresh time, after which the report would be getting refreshed itself. If you wish, you may save this widget. Now, let's proceed to report scheduling and bursting. Scheduler component of Intellicus empowers you to plan a report generation in advance. Scheduling can be of two types, quick scheduling and advanced scheduling. Let's schedule a report using quick scheduling. For this, you may select any report from Explorer, select category, write on the report and select schedule. So this is the interface for scheduling. We can give a suitable name to this job. By default, it is linked for admin. Run options are now, once, recurring. I'm going to select recurring. For this, we need to specify start scheduling date and schedule end date. So I'm selecting couple of months from now, say 31st October. Frequency may be daily, weekly or monthly. I'm selecting weekly. Monday, morning, 8. We can select the time zone according to which it will be scheduled. If we do not select time zone here, Then the time zone of the report server will be used for scheduling. We have different delivery options: email, print, upload, or publish. We may select one or more options. I'm going to select email. The report can be sent as attachment or embedded. Embedded option is available in case the report type is, the format of the report is HTML or IHTML. Presently, I'm going to select PDF. The report is to be mailed to Divya. We may specify subject, say sales details, message. We can also specify pagination, single, multiple, or horizontal breaks. Under page settings, we can specify the orientation. Either it is portrait or landscape. Paper size, say A4. We can also specify email ID of users who will be receiving a notification mail in case of on success or on error. We have checkbox skip delivery on no data. If it is selected, the report will be delivered to selected delivery options only if the report has any data. Otherwise, schedule will be skipped. We have the checkbox Delete on completion. If selected, the job will be deleted after execution for run now or once. For recurring, it will be deleted if it was last execution. So, according to options what we have specified, Divya should get email of this report every Monday at 8 in the morning till 31st of October in PDF format. We may save this schedule. I'm not going to save this presently. Now, let's proceed to advanced scheduling or batch scheduling. Reports can be scheduled on an individual basis. However, if you have many reports to schedule, scheduling on one-by-one basis can become burdensome. As an alternative, you can use jobs to execute scheduled activities. Batch jobs are non-interactive programs that run reports in background. Scheduling of reports is very helpful for better utilization of server and printer resources. Reports that take longer to run can be scheduled to save your time. Reports that need processing of large volume of data and need server and printer resources for long time can be scheduled to be generated over the non-peak business hours when load on server would be relatively low. As scheduling a report, it can be sent to multiple deliverables at a time, which is otherwise not possible. Schedule can be created by administrator, user having batch report scheduler system privilege, and other users may create private schedules. For this, we need to set up a job, a task, and a schedule. A job is a container of scheduled processing activities that operates in a coordinated manner. Instead of scheduling individual reports, a job allows multiple reports to execute using the same schedule. A task is made up of name of the report to be executed and details of its delivery options. A task is created and stored in Intellicus repository and selected during setting up a job. A schedule has information related to time and frequency of report execution. A schedule can be designed to be executed only once, as well as reoccurring in a time. Let's proceed to batch scheduling. For that, click on burger icon. From Navigate, select Schedule. Under Schedule, you'll be getting the option Jobs. Click on plus sign to create a new job. You may name this job as suitable to you. Say Job Demonstration. We may select a task which is already created, or we may create a new task. I'm going to select New Task. Let us name this task as Task Demonstration. We may select a report from the category Retail Sales. I'm going to select a Smart View report, which is based on the parameter for regions. Again, we have different delivery options. I'm going to select email, email ID, subject. We may change this message. Pagination options, again single page, multiple or horizontal breaks. Page setting, landscape or portrait, paper size, report format, say PDF. Run as, I'm going to select from Intellicus, admin user. Now, we can even burst this report to distribute its content to various recipients. Bursting is the process of running a report once and then dividing the result for recipients who each view a subset of the data. For example, managers in different regions each need a report showing the sales target for their region. You use burst report to send each manager only the information what they need. For this, click on multi-select option. Select the parameter for region, and I'll be mentioning different email IDs. I'm selecting 2. Now, in case of multi-set, we may write SQL statement as well, wherein in case the database is having the email IDs of recipients, a query will be formed. Presently, I'm using static, in which different sets are going to be created. Click on plus sign, select the region. I'm going to select Central. Click on OK. Email ID, say John. Add one more set. For East region, I want it to be mailed to, say, David. For South, it should be mailed to Mike. For West, it should be mailed to, say, Scott. So this is how we can create a job. We may save this. Now, we can run this report now, once or on recurring basis. For this, we may select existing schedule or we may create a new schedule. I'm selecting schedule 1. This job should run as admin from Intellicus. Here also, we can generate mail to notify different users on success or on error. We may select checkbox skip delivery or no data, skip delete on completion. We may cancel this. Now this is how we can create jobs. So after report scheduling and bursting, let's proceed to personalization. Intellicus lets you personalize the content and functionality within the portal. You can define your default and preferred settings for the Intellicus portal under personalization. Personalization preferences are organized in users, parameters, and dashboards. End users or designers can set preferences using these steps. There are some personalization preferences that are visible only to administrator users in Intellicus. Now, let's discuss options of personalization. Click on burger icon, go to navigate. From personalization, we can select preferences. Here, click on user preferences. First option is for changing password. You may mention your current password here, new password, and you need to re-enter new password for confirmation. Then you may click on change button to change the password. Setting default connection. Intellicus access data from data sources using respective database connections. If there is a connection you would be frequently using, maybe at query object level or other places, you can set this connection as default one. We may also set portal preferences. Default local. Portal language mentioned here will be used in Intellicus portal. Default time zone. Select the time zone from where you log in from the available list. Before starting the report generation, the application will convert date and time fields in the time zone selected here. To Continue using the browser zone, that is the time zone as per your machine, as your default time zone. Check Use My Browser Time Zone. This default time zone will be used when user has not specified time zone at the time of login. Then, default portal theme. This theme will be used by Intellicus portal when you log in. Default print options. We have two options here. View PDF will open the PDF in a separate tab, whereas Download PDF option would download the report in PDF format onto your local system. Default report format. We can set the format in which the report will be presented, like HTML, PDF, CSV, etc. We can also select default ad hoc template. Set the template that should be used when you design an ad hoc report. Recent report count. Specify the number of reports you wish to list on My Reports page. On home page, presently you are able to see 5 reports which have been used recently. This number can be customized from here. Working folder. Application objects are saved in folders or categories. If you need to access a specific folder frequently, you can set it as your working folder. When working folder is set on this page and you try to access folders, working folder set here will get selected. This way, you save time to navigate to the folder every time you wish to access it. Entity types. Select the entity types like query object, analytical object, report, etc. That should get selected by default under the Explorer tab. Entity type properties. We can specify the properties that should appear for selected entities under Explorer tab. For example, report type, last modified, owner, scope, etc. We can also specify email preferences. Specify an email ID where you want to send notification emails from the portal in case of approval process, that is, to receive emails when you are required to act on a published pending report. Asynchronous report completion. When you execute a report in background to receive a mail about its success or failure. Fault tolerance. It is only for admins. When report server memory goes above threshold level, when report rejection takes place due to memory trigger, we can select all to generate mail in this case. Now, parameter preferences. Some of the reports may need user to choose few values from a list of values at runtime, for example, country. Selecting a few country names from a long list may be very difficult, rather time-consuming. Under parameter preferences, you can select the groups when a user selects a group, only the values belonging to that particular group will appear as errors at the time of report execution. Let's look into it. Presently, I am having parameters available in the left pane. Let's select the parameter, manufacturer. It is having values divided into two groups, G1 and G2. I have selected group 2. So when user will use this parameter, these values would be selected by default. You may add more groups here. Click on Edit. Click on plus sign. You may name it as, say, group 3. We can add values to this group, say Symphony. On Add, say Wipro. Click on Add. Now we are provided with 3 groups. Click on OK. You may select group 3 if you want it to be selected. If you want group 2 values should not be selected, you may uncheck it. So this is how you can customize parameter preferences. Now let's proceed to dashboard preferences. From the dashboards that you either design or are available to you, you need to select dashboards that should appear at the time of logging into the application. This task is performed here on Dashboard Preferences tab. You may select the dashboard, add it to the list. So at the time of logging in, it would be available, it would be visible to you. You may select and remove it. You may save this. So this is how you can personalize Intellicus. Now let's proceed to private reports. Some of the reports may need users to choose, reports. When we save reports in Intellicus, its default scope is public. We can change its scope to private. If a report is saved as private, then only the current user can access this report. Other users cannot access it. Let's try it out. I'm going to create a new report, a Smart View report. I'm using the query object, transaction data. Grid view is created using the data from this object. I can click on Save here. Select the category. I'm going to save it in the category Demonstration, and I'm going to name it as Demonstration Private Report. Click on Options and select Private. Click on Save. Now this report is saved as private. You may go to Explorer. Click right on the properties and select Scope. Presently it is listing only public reports. I'm going to select all. It is refreshing the list. Now you will see the report what I saved as private. Is visible here. That is demonstration. Now this report will not be accessible to other users even if they have full rights on this particular category. So we have broadly covered dashboards, scheduling, and personalization. Now the forum is open for question and answer session. I have with me Swadesh for question and answer session. Over to you, Swadesh.
So we have few questions regarding the bursting and the row level security. So the bursting is totally different in terms of the row level security. In row level security, you have to define the parameters and you need to restrict a user to see only the specified information. We have a question from Aaron. Instead of emailing the report, I believe the function of upload there is to send the report somewhere location. Yes, it's true. Aaron will send you a separate email about the steps. We have a question from Crystal about the recurring schedule with date parameter, how we can do it. So we will send a separate email about the steps. Crystal will send you the detailed information about how you can run a monthly report to catch last month's start date.
Thank you so much for your valuable time. Looking forward to meet you in the next session. Thank you.